never run, bro, we keep our foot on the gas.
Disrespect us on our show and get a foot in your ass.
From the beta IE, we've been focused on cash.
Welcome to the Brotherhood, it's the Bruddaz Podcast. It's the Bruddaz Podcast.
What's poppin', everybody, and welcome to the Bruddaz Podcast. This is season 2, episode 24. If you guys are tuning in, you guys are brand new, make sure you guys like, follow, and subscribe. Hit the description down below where you'll find all of our links.
Yes, sir.
You'll find Sav, you'll find me, everybody from the Brotherhood. And in this episode, you will find...
Kevin Anton.
Yes, sir.
This is our special guest for today. If you didn't know, well, now you know, man. And we going to get real live and correct with him today and let you know the more inside of a pro boxer / licensed barber.
Boom, licensed barber.
Yes, sir.
And so he not just giving fades, he really giving fades.
Right.
In all ways.
Damn,
And
okay.
correctly, if I do say so myself, because this man is 10-0.
10-0. So you only had 10 fights.
Yeah.
Official fights, yeah.
Professional, yeah.
Crazy, man. So wait, when did you start boxing? That's because 10 is like...
So I started around 10 years old. I'm 26
since a
now,
youngin'.
so 16 years now.
Okay.
16 years, yeah.
How were you brought into that, bro? Is it something you just really love naturally doing, or was it showed to you?
You know what? I was just having this conversation with my cousin. I actually got into it because I was a little chubby, growing up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know. I was a little
This
chubby.
is
yeah.
this is something that you did not know about, Kevin.
You don't
and
look like you would have been
know now.
chubby,
Right,
bro.
Who would have thought, huh?
But then again,
I mean, like,
now
this is-
you're...
And this is
Yeah.
why we do this, brother. We do this to let them know more of the insight. It's not just artists. It's not just photographers. You don't got to be a musician.
Nope.
Yeah.
Your boy reached out. Shout out to your boy. Shout out to your peoples because he had said, like, does he have to be a musician? No, you don't.
Nah.
As
Man,
long as you're doing something productive with your life and you're doing something where we really
Bruh.
feel like the Bruddaz Podcast needs to advertise that and get this and we can help one another, baby, let's
Right.
grow.
we interviewed a food truck.
Oh, cool.
Let's grow.
Yeah, we don't just do music,
Yeah.
man. We out and about.
And that was while we were already doing another season. type
Yeah.
shit.
Okay.
And
That
we
was
kinda,
last
like,
season.
included them in it.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it's like that's how much genuine love that the Brotherhood is trying to bring. We're trying to show a different type of podcasting to where it's a whole different type of level of things, and everybody loves how we come in so far. They're like, man, we like how you show them with the entertainment, and then you bring it right back in, and that's our job, baby.
Yeah.
That's our job.
Yeah, so this is really cool
Bruddaz
because
Podcast.
you're our first boxer.
Yeah.
Well, sports in general,
Yeah,
right?
Sports
Athlete,
Illustrated.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool,
So I
man.
thought that was amazing, man. And shout out to Curfew, because Curfew, they came from you, my dog.
Yeah,
They
shout out to
shouted you
Curfew.
out.
Big dog.
I appreciate it.
So you said when you were how old you started?
I want to say 9.
So,
9
like-
years old.
Yeah.
So did you ever have that thought in your mind at that age, like, I want to start beating people up and like,
Nah, man, I had no idea. I was just, I was actually doing soccer.
Okay.
I was playing soccer for a little bit, but once I moved out to Palmdale, it was just, the weather was like super hot out there. You
to
know,
be outside
real
doing all
dry.
that?
Yeah, so I'm like, nah, like,
And where'd you first start off at, bro? Like, tell us more of your upbringing, where you and your family are from. And,
well, I
you
was
know.
I'm originally from out here from the valley,
Okay.
Pacoima, San Fernando area.
All right,
I lived
all right.
out in Panorama City for a little bit too.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly Pacoima, and then I moved up there when I was about 8 years old. Up
Right
to
on.
Palmdale, yeah.
Right on. Yeah, you were in the midst of a little different districts and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. It explains a lot, brother. For real.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I was studying and doing my research. Because like I said, every guest we come on here, I really try to dig and do my thing. And like I said, I want to give the people the best episode I could give them.
Facts.
Straight
Facts.
like that.
Okay, so you started off at that age. Now, professionally, when did you start?
I turned professional at 20.
20 years
Yeah,
old. And
20
you're
years
how
old.
old now, brother?
I'm 26.
26.
So in 6 years, you had 10 wins.
Yeah, but
This
you know
guy.
what? You know what? In 6 years, that's that.
Is that slow or is
that's
that?
not
kinda
even
slow.
that's not even where you want to
Hey.
be at, where your
Right.
goal is, huh?
Take
Right.
your time though, because you still got 10 wins, though.
Right. Well, yeah.
With no losses.
But you know what? I feel like
No
the
losses.
whole time it was I blame COVID, man.
Oh
During
shit!
COVID time, it
Was
slowed
that
everything
around when
down.
you started?
Yeah. So
2020, right?
So I turned pro on May, and the whole COVID situation happened March the following year.
Yeah, correct.
So it just literally, as soon as I started,
As soon as you
just
started,
cut everything off.
You were
know?
itching, huh? You
Yeah.
wanted to fight so bad.
Yeah, so
Is
Punching
that
the
kind
walls
of the
probably.
example more so why you're not connected with the certain individuals you were before? You know, I say it like in that aspect out of respect for you. So if you want to mention it, you can. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Shout out my brother. He was my teammate.
Mm-hmm.
He actually passed away in 2017
Ooh.
from a car accident.
And that's why you always do this when you get a fight,
yeah,
right?
That's my
I
brother,
pay attention
man.
and I
have
really,
him,
you know what I mean? I do my research, brother. So
Yeah.
I noticed that when you do your fight, and especially when you win, you do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, shout out my brother.
Respect.
My brother Caesar.
Respect
Caesar
and
was
our
definitely-
condolences.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah,
Pure love,
he
bro.
was a Golden Boy prospect at that time. He was signed with them. He was I think he had about 8 fights under him.
Okay. He didn't really get to show his full potential.
No, not yet. No, not yet. He was a
Respect, man.
great amateur at the time, and then he turned pro. He was making his movement, but sadly, God has different plans. He passed away actually Thanksgiving Day.
That's
December,
tough.
yeah.
Tough.
That's tough.
Yeah, it was
And like I said,
a
our
big hit,
condolences,
man.
brother, for real.
Yeah, it was a big hit for me and the team, and obviously his family and everyone else that was
Of
close to
course.
him.
Yeah.
But I think now in retrospect, it kind of made me better and made me pick up my craft and made me really like lock in.
You really zoned in, bro.
Yeah,
I
really,
noticed.
yeah, really zone in, really lock in, and actually have somewhat of a bigger purpose. I'm not doing this just for me.
And
or
that's
my
why I
family.
say no disrespect to the other fighter, but I feel like you really underestimated this man. Because it's like you can't really go off the dribble of how one another's coming. At the end of the day, when you both step into that ring, that's what matters.
Yep.
And that's what counts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And Kevin Anton really came with that shit. He was prepared. And like he said, he had a purpose. And he had a goal. And I feel like that man achieved it.
Yeah.
10-0.
10-0.
10-0.
Man.
Straight like that.
That's crazy.
You know what I
Damn,
mean? So
man.
that's why I'm saying at the end of the day, I feel like that needs acknowledgement because most people who have 10 wins have at least 3 to 4 losses under them.
Yeah.
Or ties or something like that.
Yeah.
This man is 10-0. Do your research. If you didn't know, now you know, and let them know the Bruddaz Podcast sent you. Support this man. Don't be on. Of course, we gonna have all the other weirdo comments and shit like that, the haters. But hey, if you don't got no haters, what is you really doing? And I
Right.
say it with a smile, cause it's like y'all motivate us.
So yeah, okay, haters, yeah. So
you gotta tune in.
as
with
a
them too,
boxer, you have haters.
that's why I'm.
Do
saying
you
it's
know
a
that?
different world, right?
You probably don't give them, that attention,
Right.
professionally you don't really want to do that, but do you notice them?
You know what? I don't. Maybe because I'm not at that crazy level yet,
He ain't
where
focused on them
of
at all,
exposure.
bro.
But
Yeah.
besides that, I still wouldn't, really pay no mind.
Yeah.
Because that's social media is a whole different.
It's
world,
crazy.
man. It's a
Yeah.
different
Social
world.
media is yeah. it's
Again, this
crazy.
man has a purpose.
Right.
For those of you who don't know what that means, he has morals and he knows what he stands on as a man. So for those of you behind the screen, he ain't really phasing this man. Not at all. That's basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
So, tip my hat to you, man, and respect.
Yeah.
And
No,
full
for sure.
heavyweight.
For sure. Yeah. So have you ever had like a dream fight? I know you've only been in this for like 6 years, 10 wins. Like who has been on your mind? Like, oh, I want to fight him.
Anyone, man. Anyone.
That's a good question.
Anyone who has a belt at that time, to be honest.
Oh, it goes by bet.
Yeah,
You're
I mean,
willing
belt.
to take any
Yeah, that's,
Oh,
that's
belt.
challenge?
Okay, the belt.
Yeah,
given to you?
I've always been like that. My teams have always been like that. We just fight whoever's in front of us. There's not really.
I'm in front of him. Wait. Hold on. Hold on. Let's switch. No, I'm just kidding.
Life's a risk.
Life is a risk, man.
Life's a
Right.
risk. You either gonna take that risk or you're not.
Right.
Do you own any belts?
I don't. Not at the moment. No.
Have you
Amateur belts, no.
No.
Yeah, but professionally, no. not yet.
professionally?
I feel
You'll
like
get
you
there,
will
bro.
in time.
Yeah.
What's the belt that you are reaching for? What you trying to go for? Bro?
World title, man. World title. Any of the organizations,
I
IBF,
like that.
WO.
Yeah.
That's a good ass answer. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
10-0.
10-0.
I'm gonna keep reminding them 10-0 because that's a hell of a record, family.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes, sir.
So
from Savvy.
yeah, I got him. So what was your ever like feared moment? Have you ever had a feared moment? Because like, you know, some people when they think of fighting, they think of like shit, anything could happen. You know, get a concussion. Some people could die. Like, have you ever had a fear doing this for the last 6 years? Because now you're in it professionally, so you with the big dogs. You know, people that aren't amateurs, they've been in it too.
Yeah.
You ever had a fear going in the ring and like, shit, what could happen today?
I think for me, and I know maybe a lot of other boxers probably think the same, is going in there and not coming out.
Yeah,
You
dude,
know?
hell yeah. Can you
Going in
imagine,
there
dude?
not
Because if you
coming
get
out.
hit in that right cervical
Right.
spot, you out. Your lights is out.
Yeah, I feel like more recently, in like recent years, a lot of not a lot, but more frequently you'll
It's
see.
been more frequent.
Yeah, you see more articles, more news. You know,
Because people ain't
dying.
understanding the real
Yeah.
concepts of the sport. It's a dangerous sport.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so
Super.
that's definitely
Especially
fear
if
of
you
mine.
have an opponent that, you know what I'm saying, he can go in there and got intentions of really putting harm to
Right.
you. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous sport, man, at the end of the day.
yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah. How did your parents take this? Like, how do they feel about it?
Oh man, they love it.
They're not scared. Like, your mom's not like, oh my god. Like, when she watches you fight.
My mom is the opposite. I remember my parents are split, so I remember in the amateurs as a kid, man, she was the loudest one in the room. Like, oh,
She wasn't worried about you.
Kevin, no mercy, Kevin.
dang.
Yeah, I know other parents, and I do understand. You know, parents don't want to see their kids, you know, fight or
Yeah.
get into any hurt. You know,
got to.
yeah, my parents are the opposite.
Yeah, like Pacquiao's wife worries
Right.
about him.
Right.
All the
You
time.
know?
Because
Yeah.
she already know he Pacquiao and motherfuckers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Left and right. But they doing damage too, of course. You know, they
Yeah.
a little, maybe not critical, but
Yeah.
there's still some damage. You feel me?
Yeah, my family's the
Wear and
opposite, man.
tear.
They go crazy. They love when I fight. They love the excitement,
Mm.
everything, man. They go all
So
out.
you got a whole family support system.
Definitely,
That's
Definitely,
awesome.
Damn.
That's awesome.
100%.
Damn, that's cool, man. When's your next fight?
You know what? Well, I just had mine on Saturday.
Yeah.
So
This
Yep.
past Saturday.
yeah,
Ding,
this
ding,
past
ding.
Saturday.
Like I
So,
said,
Yep.
and we seen that. I seen you sleep, bro, and put him through the ropes.
So yeah, I don't know. We're gonna go back to
the
the
proof
gym
is in
and
the pudding. I'm
see,
sorry.
See what
Yeah.
he's talking
Even a
about.
picture.
You got a nice left hook, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I said
You-
there's even a picture.
You know what? Like, I was
Nah.
watching. Yeah, I was watching your videos today. You don't seem like you get tired, bro. It seems like you know how to control
He's controlling the
Right.
stamina.
your breathing, your stamina, and you're just like you do like your jab. You do your jab, then you go pop. And your jab,
He's
pop.
calculating
Yeah,
every move. I've
your
seen
left
it.
hand. I've been watching your left hand.
The
Yeah,
way the way he got, bro, with that uppercut, because you hit him with a body
I
shot.
seen that
right?
uppercut,
You hit him with a body shot
Yeah.
first to stun him,
and then
and he kind of like,
mhm.
and then when you seen it, it already calculated because you kind of, it's like you knew he was gonna do that.
Yeah.
So when you, he was like, okay, boom, and bro went shoot. I was like, damn.
That's crazy.
I was like, okay.
So when,
Calculation is crazy on point.
when you're during a fight, do you know how to like predict someone's move?
You definitely
Body language.
Yeah, body language for sure. You pick up on patterns too, man. You pick up on patterns.
Like they have habits.
They have habits. You kind of you'll throw something. You'll kind of see how they'll react to it.
It's a
that
reaction.
thing.
Kind
That
of just
type of
test
thing.
them out, huh?
Kind of just test the waters.
That's crazy.
In the mind of a boxer, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get into. Like,
Yeah,
you know?
you really once you're in there, it's different, man. Like you really do have this connection with that other fighter across the ring from you. Like,
Because it's you and him.
yeah, a lot of people don't really see it from the crowd. They're like, oh, like, you know, just by
It's
chance
two
or
dudes
whatever. But
going
no,
in,
like
but
you
it's
really
deeper than that.
Yeah, it's really deeper than that. You really get like a sense of connection. Like you kind of see it in your head. Like, okay, they're gonna throw this.
Because
punch
you
right
either going to disrespect each other or you're going to fight each other with respect.
here.
Correct?
Yeah, right.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't looking at it like that. You just see it as two men going in. No, you got to see it as they both trying to have mutual respect for one another, but at the same time enjoy their craft.
Yeah.
And really give each other what they both knowing.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, you guys are both learning from each other too, correct?
Yeah.
In a way, in a sense.
In a way, yeah. Well, obviously, you're gonna take that experience from whatever you have
Exactly.
with that person. You're gonna take it with you.
Most definitely.
You know, out of a lot of sports, I always feel like boxers are the most healthiest.
Well, because it's more of a, I wouldn't say confrontational sport, it's more of a strategy. Because you really got to set your mind up right to the mentality of whatever it is you're doing, and whatever on the outside, you can't let that bother you, bro. You can't let it distract you.
Yeah, you gotta be mentally,
As far as like UFC, MMA, and all that other shit, they're more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hands-on, just trying to go grapple with each other type shit. Boxing is, like I said, it's more of a strategy.
Well, what I'm saying is like, I mean, just you could look at a basketball player, right? They look healthy too, but something about boxers, like what's your diet plan, bro? Because you are what you eat. So if you start eating junk food, you get sluggish and shit. So like, you are. So what's your diet plan?
That's deep.
Yeah, it's
Damn,
deep.
Savvy.
Savvy. Come on,
today.
bro. You know who I am.
He on it right now. Okay.
Let's go.
Everything pretty much, man.
Sorry, business.
On
Everything
point
you
right
see,
there, though.
everything healthy. You see all the fish, chicken, red meat, all the vegetables in the
Try to
damn-
stay away from less grease as possible.
You don't eat fast food?
To be honest, bro, I haven't ate McDonald's in I don't know how long. Jack in the Box.
I need to feel inspired because I mean, sometimes I'll go to Jack in the Box. I don't really do like
We slip
McDonald's
up.
and all that shit.
I
We
was like,
slip,
up from time to time.
but I try to really go 100% like not eating fast food at all.
Right.
Go somewhere more fresh, like
Right.
a soup plantation or something. Salad bars.
Do
You
they,
know what I mean?
you guys still have soup plantation?
It's called Soup and Fresh now.
Soup and Fresh.
It's
okay.
different. Yes,
It's
they're a
still
different
Soup
category.
Plantation, but they just changed the name. I guess
Okay.
new owner or something.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, salad bars, bro. Like me and Jenny go all the time. Oh, fire, bro. Yeah.
He be giving me complimentaries all the time. I ain't gonna say the occasion because I can't give it up because she watching. But yeah, this Saturday we got another occasion coming up, and we got a few compliments. We got me and Savvy already got some shit in the work. Remy, you in the crowd, you are more than welcome to come too if you are available that Saturday, which is this Saturday coming up. We got some things doing. Some we got something in the works. It's gonna be a fun night.
Yeah.
Be a fun night.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's get a little deeper. Okay. How do you recover physically and mentally after a fight?
Man, like I said, I was just having this conversation with my cousin. So my family had gone for this last fight, my family had already had planned to go to Disneyland the next day.
After the fight?
After the fight.
Damn.
So
not knowing that your
right,
whole
yeah.
pre-game of getting yourself together is
Yeah.
like for real.
So they already had that. They already had that plan, that whole day planned, and they're like, "Oh, come on, like let's go." And I'm like, "Nah," cause like I already know how I'm gonna get. I'm gonna be sore. I'm gonna be tired. I'm not gonna be down to waiting those long ass lines, right?
Yeah.
But to answer your question, in bed all day.
Oh shit.
That's my thing. Bro.
Ice packs and all that.
Not even ice, just literally just rest,
Just sleep.
close the curtains, turn the TV
accumulate
on.
your stamina back,
Yeah,
man.
just really
Recharge.
recharge. I don't like to go back outside, talk to anyone, because that whole night is hectic itself already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got the audience, you got the reporters, everyone. You just want to be by
Again, this
yourself.
is what you guys don't understand that we go through. You just seeing the results of everything. The fight, when we come out, after the fight, the results. Boom. You're not seeing the whole strategies behind the scenes of what this man's dealing with on his own terms.
Right.
You feel us? So,
Yeah.
again, the Bruddaz Podcast, and we got Kevin Anton on here. 24 episode, season 2.
Now I saw somewhere on YouTube, someone said your name is Joshua Kevin Anton.
Yeah.
Is that true? So you're Joshua.
So my first name is Joshua.
My first name is Joshua.
No way.
No way.
You see, I knew I
Facts,
liked you,
see?
bro. I knew I liked you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
my first name is Joshua. My mom actually named me that, but
My mom
Bro.
named me Joshua because the Bible.
okay.
You
same.
too?
I was
Yeah.
confused when I
Damn.
looked up for the same reason, but then
Uh-huh.
I was like, I'm gonna let my boy topic on that because it just made more sense. So I was like,
So
it
growing
flows
up,
in.
growing up, she never called me that.
She never called you Joshua?
My parents never called me Joshua. So the story goes, they say, Kevin was easier for my grandma to pronounce because she speaks just straight Spanish.
Okay.
So she said Kevin is easier for her to pronounce.
So she just made up a name for you?
So no, Kevin's my middle name.
Oh, it's your middle name. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So it was easier for her to pronounce. So that's what they called me.
Yeah.
Just kept it going.
Just stuck with it.
I just never, yeah. So Joshua really, it was really more like a school name, like a real proper government name.
Yeah, or like if you go to
Yeah.
work or something, they call you.
Yeah. So if anyone had called me Joshua, I'm like, okay, I don't know you that good.
Yeah.
You're from the outside, you're not family related.
Yeah, you ain't in my
you know?
circle.
Right, you're not family related,
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, there was this one time my sister, me and her went to the same school at the time, and she was like, yeah, I was in lunch, and one of her friends was like, hey, where's Josh at? She was like, who? He was like, Josh. Who the hell is Josh?
Yeah.
Josh, your brother Josh.
And she looking at her dead serious
Yeah,
too,
she's
like, I don't know
she's
what
like,
you
you
talking about.
Kevin? She's like, Kevin's in class. So it's just
That's
that
funny.
it's one of those things, man, where you can't like really decide on a name.
Yeah.
I really thought about changing my name completely because I've never used Joshua ever.
That's so funny.
Yeah, so we'll see. Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Change Kevin.
And you heard it here first on the Bruddaz podcast.
Yeah.
So you do professional boxing, like full time.
Full time every day.
It creates your living. Like you're
Yep.
comfortable. You're straight. Everything's good.
Yep.
That's nice. So before you went into it professionally, what were you doing as a job? Like,
You know what? I was a stalker at a Dollar Tree.
oh, Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Can you
Damn.
imagine this dude at a Dollar Tree, bro?
Shout out Dollar Tree, right?
Yeah.
We all start somewhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been like, oh, this dude boxes? He's at a
Yeah.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, I never took that as a like shame, you know.
Yeah.
People were like, oh yeah, I work here, like kind
Yeah.
of below. Nah, man, I don't care. I fucking work the
Started from the
part-time
bottom, now he's here.
right. I took a part-time job. I know where I'm going, you know.
Yeah,
I know where
for
I'm
sure.
going. I know where I'm heading to. I
Yeah,
know I
that
have
was just
something-
temporary for you.
Right.
Yeah.
I know how I have bigger plans, you know.
And you
so-
did.
Right.
And you did.
I
Most
still
definitely.
do. I
This
still
man
do.
set with a goal, reached
Yeah.
that goal, set another goal on top of that goal, capitalized on that
Huh.
goal, and now look at where he's
Let's
at.
go.
Yeah.
Speaking of goals, you were affiliated somehow with Golden Boy.
We had a good relationship with them.
Mm.
Had a few fights with them before. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
And it was on good terms overall, just still in
Good
general?
terms, yeah, good terms overall. No bad blood at
And
all.
that's what a lot
That's how
of
it's supposed
people,
to be.
and that's why we clear it here. That's what I'm saying. We ain't here to shed no bad blood or none of that. It's just
Yeah.
like you want to know the reasoning to it. We just gave it to you.
Right.
Bada boom, bada bing.
Bada bam, bada bam.
It's not and that again, like my boy was saying, social media is on a whole another term where
Yeah.
they always just automatically hit negative.
Assume.
Well, you heard it here first again on the Bruddaz podcast.
Yeah. Don't buy nothing from social media.
Yeah, don't do that.
Mhm.
And then like we gave you the truth. You want that? This is what the Bruddaz podcast is here to do,
Facts.
and we just did that
Yes, we do.
again and again, and we still gonna keep continuing to do so.
Mm-hmm.
Straight like that, the love is heavyweight.
Never light. All right. Anyway, so sorry, we have this little duo thing that we
That's
do.
cool.
You
I'm
know what I mean?
catching up.
Sav and Savvy, we're
Yes,
similar.
sir.
Anyways, so let's talk more about like let's get into this. So like,
Let's do it.
what are some misconceptions that people have about boxing, man? Because I know you've been in this for a while, so you get some people that think boxing is a certain thing or like it's crazy. Or what are some misconceptions that people think about boxing?
That's a good one.
Maybe the judging, I would say. Yeah, because
They misconcept that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it really I feel like the casual audience, they see boxing as a whole as like more just entertainment, throwing punches.
Yeah.
And they don't really see like the science behind it.
Damn, and this is a good way to cut it. Well, for my life, you don't get no more.
they don't see.
You got to pay for premium.
I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is what we do. You know? Now they gotta go.
Watch the video.
Right.
Watch the video.
Yeah, but going back to that, yeah, I think the judging part of it, people see really close fights, and they're like, oh no, like this dude didn't throw much, or he threw more and this and that, but it's not really throwing more. It's just more like the effective of the punches,
The connection.
the body language of the fighter too says a lot. And the ring generalship too, like who's leading the fight, who's dictating the pace, that type of thing, you know, that people don't really see. They just
It's
see the
all
action.
points, baby.
Yeah,
It's all points.
All points.
Yeah, it's not always about the knockout. I mean, you can still get great points and still
Yeah.
be the
Points,
winner.
maneuvers, body language, like you said, and how they're gonna react to it. So if you look stunned, they gonna call it as you done. You know.
Oh yeah, like how many fingers am I holding? Type
If they
shit.
gotta do that type of shit to you, you might as well just call it quits.
right.
Yeah.
Just saying, respectfully.
Yeah. When you get that knockdown, bro, and you see them, you get that first reaction from when you first knock them down. Like, what goes on in your mind? And you're like, oh shit, I got him.
To
I
be
got
honest,
him.
man,
You know?
That's a good
it
question.
kind of feels like not a blur. It just happens so quickly.
You get adrenaline.
You get adrenaline. Your adrenaline, yeah, it's pumping, but
You also got to remain calm within that
you gotta
moment.
remain calm.
Yeah.
You gotta remain calm. But I feel like it just goes more off like instincts in a way. You know, once you see the blood drawn, you know, you just gotta go for it.
Yeah.
You gotta go for an attack.
So let's talk about blood being drawn. So like, if you uppercut somebody and you cut them in the eye and you know that they're bleeding right there, do you always go for that spot?
A fighter would.
You would.
Just because
It'll swell
blind
up
them.
there.
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
blind them.
I figured that's what that was for. Yeah.
it'll blind them.
Let's hit this. With that being said, y'all, we are gonna now hit a segment that y'all should already be very, 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 very familiar with. See how I did that? Sav's Hot 5.
Okay.
Boom, bang. I had to hit him with a little extra today. Because today we got a pro boxer, Kevin Anton. Now, fam, I try to come up with the best top hot 5 questions that I can.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? With the little bit of timing that I get to research about you and to get the most for the best of the crowd and for the people and your fans, feel me, that are tuning in. So with that being said, what are some of the most important skills or techniques you focus on in training? That's the first question I got for you.
Condition is one.
Just give me 3.
Perfecting the jab.
Wow.
And using your angles.
Say it again one more time. Just
Using-
those 3.
Your jab, your angles, and your conditioning.
Thank you. Thank you. This shit don't ever configure my face with the glasses on. What are some of the most common mistakes you see other boxers make?
Not using the jab.
The jab is really important,
Yes.
right? Because that can
Very
add extra
important.
points.
Yeah.
And how many points is a jab compared to like a left hook?
Well, you know what? It's not based off of points. It's more based off use that jab to set up other punches.
Give us an example.
To calculate.
So, for example, during the fight, you saw me use the jab.
Yeah.
Jab. It wasn't hard, but it was throwing something out there. The left came after. So it kind
To
of blinded
distract
him.
the other
So
fighter.
so he kind of flinches and kind of moves away, and you kind of watch that, and you.
Well,
Like you said, you're
watching
gonna
this
see
hand.
how he
You're
reacts off
watching
of
this
it.
hand. As soon as I bring this hand, boom.
I feel like
It come-
he was
yeah,
really
you know?
gonna punch me, dude. I'm
No,
like,
no.
I'm just kidding. He was like, oh, I'm like, whoa, keep your hands away from me. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I feel
But
like
okay, so you kind of just distract them with this hand.
right. Well, in general, the first move or the first step in boxing is a jab. The first thing they teach you is a jab. That's the first step.
To capitalize on that, I love this. What are some of the most important lessons you've learned from boxing?
Man, keep your hands up. Use
See
your
how
jab.
I'm doing that, bro? I'm telling
Use
you.
your,
My hands are up. My hands are up.
your jab, and always I feel like always be aware of where you're at in the ring.
Okay, how do you prepare your mentality or your physicalness for your fight?
Man, I pray. That's a big one. Pray, make sure everything's cool, everything's good. Honestly, I really think you gotta put some crazy. Sorry for my language, but you gotta put some crazy shit in your head before the fight.
Like what?
Just
No,
That sounds crazy
no,
already.
that's what I'm
Wait,
saying.
what?
Okay, and this is why I set up my questions like this. with that being said, we're like capitalizing off each other's shit. What's your deepest fear? That's the last question I have for you.
Dying in that ring for sure.
Oh,
Dying in that ring.
You see where I got to and how I calculated that?
People die in the rings, bro.
Dying in the ring. That's a big one, you know.
Not knowing if you're gonna make
Sure.
it out
Right.
physically.
Sure, bro. That's crazy.
Yep.
And that is Sav's hot
Hot
five.
fire. Explosion.
Boom! Hey, those were crazy ones today. Because
Yeah,
he's not a
good job.
rapper. He is
No,
not a
he's not a
producer,
rapper.
and he is
No.
not a photographer. This man is a professional boxer.
So let's go with some. I don't know. Some people want to call this conspiracy, but like pay-per-view events when a fighter was to win. Some people want to blame judges, like they were paid off. Or what's your thoughts on that? Being in the professional world.
I mean, maybe. I don't think so. At least I haven't heard of anything.
Anybody
you know,
paying off
actually
judges?
being paid off, you know.
Yeah,
And we're really feel like boxing is a small world.
yeah.
So I haven't heard anything yet.
Mm.
I doubt it.
Just hoping never happens.
Just yeah, I hope it doesn't happen. I mean, if they do it, they have a pretty tight lid on it.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
closed mouths.
So how many times a day do you train?
I train pretty much every day, somewhat.
Like 6 days a week, 7 days
Well,
a week?
definitely-
You have to have a rest day, right?
For sure, 5 days a week, easily. I like to do a couple extra runs on the weekends, or do something in the gym, or you know, something related.
Yeah.
Something related. Always being physically active.
So how many hours in a day are you training yourself?
So we have about 3-hour sessions every day.
Mm.
About 3 hours.
3 hour sessions every day?
Uh-huh.
Like at the gym?
At
or
the
you're
gym,
just
5 days,
Mm.
and then the weekend comes. That's pretty much my time.
Yeah.
And I like to run. I like to, you know, go to the gym, like I said, and do extra workouts or extra sets. You know.
Yeah, man.
things
I've
like
been
that.
lacking the gym. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I
And
need to get back.
the hardest thing to do is just showing up. That's the hardest thing. Once you're,
You know
once
what?
you're there,
Facts.
once you're
If
there,
you really
you're
think
good.
about it, because it's all mental, right?
Yeah.
You know,
once
you
you're there,
just
you're like, all right, cool. Well, I'm already here.
yeah. So what advice do you have for somebody who's starting off in boxing?
You gotta have a strong mentality going into
Mhm.
it. If you wanna take it far,
Facts.
you can't be soft-minded, man.
No.
It's
Hell
a tough
no.
sport.
Oh yeah, you're punching people.
Right.
People are punching you.
Right, tough sport. But not only that, man, it's just really the challenges you face. I don't think a regular person could go through it and really just like, oh, it's okay,
Mm.
I'll stop. No, man, you have families, you know, that are supporting you, people supporting you, the fans supporting you, you know.
Yeah.
You really gotta put all those things into consideration and think it's not just for yourself. It's the people behind you that's supporting you.
Facts. All right, cool. Welcome back, Sav.
Yes, sir. I read the text wrong. I thought wifey said they were back here.
Oh.
They're in the restroom break, but yeah.
Oh,
My
okay.
apologies, y'all.
Okay.
You know, when the wifey's text, I'm like, hold on, let me let them back in.
Yeah. So how important is teamwork within a sport that people see as an individual?
They say boxing's a lonely sport,
Yeah, that's when, you know,
but it's really not just you.
you have like your trainers, your coaches and
Your
all that, right?
team.
Yeah.
It's your teams behind you, your coach. Some people have strength and conditioning coaches.
Mhm.
You have your teammates, you know, whoever's in your camp. All those people play a part into that preparation. It's
Right.
literally, it's not just you.
Yeah.
Maybe for some people, you know,
Mhm.
the journeyman or whoever, but when you're coming up, no, it's definitely, you need a strong team behind you if you want to go far.
So where does your team come from? Like when you get signed to that contract, are they from what? Are they from that?
They could be,
Or are they people you bring along?
I guess you could say recruit other
People you
people,
trust?
right? Other people from other places, but
They'd be under your wing, though. Right?
yeah. But for me, myself personally, man, we coming up from the bottom. You know, we're coming together. You know, these are people that I grew with.
Oh, good. So these are part of your team, the people you grew
That's
up
why I
with.
said he has a full family support system.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
See,
This is
come up together.
Yeah, come up together. This is my team. This is our.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
We're
You
both-
gotta
we're
pay
all-
attention
we're all
whether I
from-
walk on and off this camera. Yo.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm not.
Yeah.
It's my job to do that. But with that being said, I also wanted to capitalize back on what you said earlier. Do you have like certain meal preps for yourself when it comes to these fights?
I really don't do meal preps.
Okay.
Although I do think they're cool. They're good. As far as like time
'Cause
saving.
A lot of people like to know, like, if you have like certain meal prep daily, or you
Right.
just going like.
I'm not
freestyle with it.
mad at meal prepping. I just
Yeah.
personally never tried it myself. Right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong.
To
Like
each
more
his
power.
own.
Yeah.
To
More
each
power
his
to
own.
you. Like
Yeah.
more power to you. That's more time that you're saving yourself. Right.
Exactly.
But I just kind of base my meals daily. Like I already think in the morning. Okay. Today I'm gonna use this, and this, and I'll eat that.
You gonna freestyle with what you feeling?
Yeah, pretty
Accordingly,
much.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
accordingly. Yeah, I guess it's a little disorganized, right?
I
But
wouldn't say disorganized family. It's just more so you gonna go about how you feel with the day.
right.
You know,
Yeah, because some days are
like how they say you can't always plan your day.
right.
You know what I mean? So
Yep.
if you always pre-plan it or prepare it with food, what if you don't want that shit that day?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you
Yeah.
fuck yourself over.
I mean, some
Yeah.
some
It's like-
some training days are harder than others, so you might need a little more of something
Yeah,
than
exactly.
this and that, a little
More
more protein, a
protein,
little more
yeah.
carbs, you know. So
And I'm
That's
not a
a-
fighter, y'all. It's just common physics.
I just-
Because like I said, me and my boys, we work out and we do our programming and stuff all the time. We get off at a crazy hour at 11, but we still be doing our programming. We try to put like an hour to that, whether we're in the gym or whether we're
Oh,
doing
yeah, that's
home
good.
workouts. We try to stay thorough with it because you never know, bro.
right.
You gotta stay ready. Don't get ready.
Yeah.
You know? So just stay like that.
So you ever thought about MMA?
Nah, hell no, never, man.
Never. You think that's horrible?
I don't think
just
it's horrible.
different.
It's a different sport.
It's different, bro.
whole
They don't
different
have
sport.
respect for one another. Like
They really
what
hate
I'm
each other,
saying.
huh? They be kneeing each other in the nose.
Most of them, but it's like they're not really looking at it like how this man said. I want to step outside the ring the same way we came in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he's respecting not only himself but the man he's fighting. He ain't trying to damage that man, because what if that man got a family and so forth too? You never know what the next man have.
I mean, besides that
You
though,
know?
because I
It's
feel
deep. That's why I
like
say
they're
it's
both
deeper.
they're both brutal, right?
Yeah,
they're
it's
both
deeper.
brutal. MMA seems more brutal just because they have smaller gloves.
Their gloves are more like
they
you
got
feeling
no
it.
yeah, they got no
Their contact.
You know, it's just more bare skin. But boxing is the same, if not even worse, because you're going longer rounds.
Oh,
You're
right.
just aiming
The-
straight for your temple, bro, in your head where
You
your
got
brain's
longer
at.
rounds. The rounds are extended more.
Yeah.
So the punishment is even more than what MMA is.
Yeah.
You know, MMA I think is like 3 to 5-minute rounds, something like that, or 5-minute
If
rounds.
they keep
championship.
going at it, the most they do is like 6 I've seen.
Right. So boxing.
What's the most you've done, fam, boxing wise? 6
Well,
is
boxing
your,
I'm doing.
is your cap.
That was my leg. That was my last 6 rounds. I'm moving up to 8. Right. So
Shit, and that's gonna be a whole different process for you, correct? Because
Right.
now you gotta mentally process your body and your
Yeah.
physique for that, because it's what, 2 rounds longer?
going by minutes. I mean, yeah, it's like 24
Because I mean, you
minutes.
figure you ain't really thinking about the time.
Right.
You just thinking about the rounds.
Yeah. More rounds.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
more
it's like
rounds.
it's 2 more additional rounds on top of what you're already used to.
Yeah.
So do you feel like that's gonna be more or less of a achievement for you to get where you need to with the fights?
I mean, it's more because that means I'm leveling up. So I'm going higher to a different level.
I
Yeah.
like that.
You know.
Facts.
I like that answer, brother.
That sounds
Yeah.
good.
This is a man that knows what he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he knows what he wants and he knows what he's standing for. And like I said, he's always tapping his peoples in remembrance. And he, like I said, he got a purpose. He got a very high purpose on why he's putting so much effort into what he loves.
Yeah.
So what's the most toughest decision you ever had to make in your boxing career? There's always a tough decision.
Tough decision, man. You know what? When I was a kid, I want to say I was about 15, 14, 15, something like that. There was a point where I was like, man, do I really want to do this? That was really, there was a time.
Touchy subject for yourself?
Yeah. But there was also, there was another time, it was after my my brother's death. It was just real, like, that whole period, it was just real, like, not shitty, but it was just wasn't going my way.
How you expected it to be.
Right. You know, like, the skills wasn't there, like, the training, the way I was performing, it wasn't there. My coach, he was straight up, man. He's a straight up dude, and I appreciate that because he really made me kind of like sit down and really lock in. He gave me a decision, man. He was like, hey, man, like, I don't want you, you know, not performing at your best.
Yeah,
100%.
right.
Because he's knowing that you're dealing with your own.
So he was like, I'm gonna give you 3 months. 3 months. If you don't change, sorry, but we're gonna have to call it quits.
Damn.
Within those 3 months, or even less, completely changed my game. Completely changed.
Because he's also thinking about your mental too. You know what I mean? As a professional coach to you, you know what I mean. He's not gonna just throw you out there like that. You know what I mean? Feed you to the wolves.
Definitely looking out. You know, he was looking out.
He cared for you,
for the
bro.
best for me.
Yeah, he really cared for you and wanted that best for you, for sure.
Yeah, so within those 3 months, man, I was doing everything I can. I was running those extra miles. I was putting in that extra work. I asked for bags so I could hang up in my garage, and I was doing extra work in the garage. You know, I was doing literally everything that I could.
You're motivatedly distracting yourself.
Yeah, to just better myself. And, you know, luckily within that time frame, that period of time that he set for me, completely changed my whole game, my whole style. I was a lot better. I was a better fighter than I was, you know, previously, and we're just growing from there now.
Yeah, that's all that matters at the end of the day is you keep progressing. You know what I mean?
I have this picture in my garage, man. I was a kid during that time, and I always look at it when I'm working out like, that's the old me, man. I never want to go back to the old me. Like, I always look at it like as motivation, you know, like.
That's cool.
You have to.
Yeah,
you look back.
The way that you put that too, like, not a lot of people can't accept the fact that the old self maybe wasn't the best for them. You know what I mean? And that's cool that you say that, brother, because not a lot of people will really put that to acknowledgement.
Yeah, a lot of people don't do self-reflection, man. Like, they don't like to see the wrong in themselves.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
I admit it, you know, like, I'm telling you, man, that's the size of that picture right there. It was sitting right there in the middle, like, hey, man, you're gonna turn like this.
Okay.
You're gonna go back to this if you don't step it up. So
if you don't keep applying that motherfucking pressure and keep doing what you know is best for yourself, you know what I mean?
And you know what too, like, you could also look at an image of an old you, but you can also, you know, bounce back your memory to a time when you were low.
Right.
And do that too.
I did last night.
I do that all the time.
I showed them this crazy ass picture. They was like, "Damn, you was really
Yeah.
I was really doing my thing, bro." But am I proud of that? No. But it's something I can reflect on. Like, that was the old me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm far from that now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Far from that.
Yeah. Keep going.
And I'm proud of myself, and I'm gonna keep elevating. You know, and keep getting better.
Good.
So.
Yeah. So what was it? What was your worst injury?
Damn, man. Probably the worst injury or the most memorable one. It was I had fucked up hands, bro.
Carpal tunnel.
Like from through the gloves?
It was from the gloves or from like the time of
Just wear and tear.
hitting wear and tear. Yeah, I was a teen at that age, man. I kid you not. My hands were like this, like I could not close them. I could not close them.
Hell yeah.
And I went to physical therapy. I went to the hospital first, and they let me see a doctor, and the doctor straight up told me, "I think you should just quit."
Oh,
like,
damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
And imagine, you know, hearing that as a kid, you know, growing up.
From a doctor, dude?
I had a similar incident. They said that, like, if I were to get in any more fights or where I push my knuckles back any further than where I'd push them, that I wouldn't be able to use my hands no more.
Okay. Damn. Okay, so similar story then. So he was like...
So I understand where
he was like, yeah, I think you should just quit. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. And it kind of like shut your drive down a little, because like I said, that's a different aspect. You're a professional boxer.
I just
so
laughed,
it's
man.
like-
I laughed. I'm like, yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you
yeah,
should
I can't
quit.
do that.
I'm
Yeah, I
gonna keep
can't do
using them
that.
till they don't work no
Right.
more. You know what I mean?
So,
You should quit.
so I just, went to a different doctor, checked a couple doctors out, and then I landed at this physical therapist, and luckily she helped me out for, I want to say 2 months.
Hey, and some of them, the chiropractors really know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all that actually doing the job, man.
Yeah, the physical therapist, I forgot her name. I'm sorry, but she was
That's all right.
definitely a
Hey,
big
he acknowledged you.
Yeah.
right. She was a big part during that time, and she was like, giving me the massages and telling me to do these different types of exercises.
Would you remember the place that you went to?
Yeah, it was out in Acton. Out in Acton, yeah.
Out in Acton. Shouts to you. You know who you are.
Yeah, out in Acton. So she made me do these exercises, and I remember just doing them consistently. I was even in class and in school, in high school during that time, and doing those same things. And then, just little by little, they were closing in, and fuck, now finally they're fully closed.
Uh-huh.
So I would say that was definitely a big
His worst injury.
big energy. Yeah,
That
big
you
Damn.
remember
energy.
that you reflect on. That's a good one too.
It took a
because
minute
people
too,
don't
man.
understand that your hands are really important. It's like your feet.
Right.
Well, yeah,
or
you
your
need your
legs.
hands.
You know what I'm saying? Like they thinking like, oh, your hand. No, unless you really, because I've had a recent accident where I almost lost these 2 fingers. I would have been. How do I always tell the homies? I would have been like this, fool.
Oh man.
With just these 2 fingers.
Sheesh. Damn.
Like real talk, like yeah. So your hands is important, guys.
Hands are important. So speaking of hands, I feel like this is a perfect time to talk about this. When you're a professional boxer, your hands are licensed, right?
No, that's a myth.
That's a myth. Oh, because they go, oh, you
That's a
can't fight
myth,
outside
yeah.
the ring and knock somebody out because your
Yeah.
hands are licensed.
I don't care who you say. That's a myth. I know kids growing up, right? They would be like, "Oh yeah, my hands are registered. I can't. My hands are registered." Nah, man. I mean, as a pro, you do get licensed,
Yeah,
right?
some people that's different.
Right. You do have a license, right? But as far as like, here's my hands, stamp, you get registered. Nah, man. That's a whole myth. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's a myth.
Yeah, license. Like when you say, if you were to be a fighter and you would hit us with my hands are licensed, we would have respected you more. When you be hitting us with that register shit, like that's why we laugh. Like because again, me and my boys were talking about the same topic the other night, and we started chuckling because it's like, man, you just straight. No disrespect, but it's like you straight weenie with it if you pull that card, because it's like at the end of the day, if you're scared, just say you're scared.
Go to church.
All we saying is just go bodies. It's not like we saying we're gonna tap you in your pretty little face. You know what I mean?
Right.
So in high school, did you ever play body shots with your homies?
Nah, bro, never.
No, let's do body shots. No,
never-
Kevin. No.
Nah,
No,
yeah.
Kevin. Don't hit me,
We
Kevin.
don't want it. Like,
I
we
never
want your
been in a
hands.
street fight, bro. I've never.
You've never
in a
been in a street fight.
Never. Thankfully, because I've always
Wow.
had thoughts like.
Street fights is
What
just
about them?
different, brother, compared to boxing, because it's right there and up to that part right there.
Right.
And you never know if they on some dirty shit, you know what I
Yeah.
mean, or you just can't tell nothing.
A lot of street fights too, though, they kind of just rush their fight. They don't really have they don't
Exactly.
focus. They don't back up. Some people do. Some people know how to box in the
Right,
street,
yeah.
bro. Like professional
Some
boxing.
really put they,
But a lot of them, bro, they get tired. Just
strategic sense.
Straight instinct, straight instinct,
yeah. Like so many, do you ever watch those videos and you're like, man, I would have got him right there.
Yeah, hell yeah, I watch those videos. Yeah.
Like you can see it.
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I never been in. I wouldn't say I'm a problem. I've always been a cool, calm dude. I've never really.
Hey, those are the ones you got to worry about, brother.
The quiet ones.
We the calm collective in the cut with
Right.
it. It's a scary sight. Don't let us get out there.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
it's never been to that point where I've gotten to that,
Yeah.
But even then, I would have called myself like, man, is this shit really worth it?
Again, he
Especially
said,
nowadays, man.
respectfully, to each his own.
Right.
God damn it, because some of y'all that should be going.
Right
Over
over
your
your
head.
head. Yeah. What you got for him?
Man, I want to know what it like. I want a little bit of game for the people. Savvy gonna say how much time you got.
Oh no, there's no time anymore.
No
we
time no
eliminated the time. Yep. We used to do
eliminated
2
the time.
minutes.
So I just want to basically let the people know what's in the mind of a professional boxer.
Yep. So this is game time with Kevin Anton.
Whatever you want to give the people that you feel they need to know, put them on game with it, brother.
Yeah, it could be game
it's
about
free game.
anything. It don't got to be about boxing. It could be about whatever. But if you have game for somebody and you're like, you know what, I've always had this treasure in my mind, and I want to give it to somebody.
You just want to share it, you know.
I just feel
this
like
is your moment.
To anyone who got something that they're chasing, they're kind of hesitant, they're kind of scared of doing it. Nah, man, I think you just gotta go head on, full force with it.
Yeah.
I feel like the more you think about it, the more you're just gonna hesitate and not do it.
Just do it.
Procrastinate. You just gotta go out there and do it. Don't think about it. Just
Nike sponsor this man.
you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, baby.
Yeah, because you don't want to live with that regret with what
Or I
if.
should have did this, should have did that.
The what if, yeah, you don't want to live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever goal, whatever dream, whatever opportunity that you're trying to set out for yourself, by all means, man, go do it.
You could
There
do
you
whatever
go.
you set your mind to.
Facts.
Is what Kevin's telling you.
Yeah,
Facts.
if you got that dream in your head, it's in your head for a reason, man. You gotta
go
manifest
chase
it.
that motherfucker.
Yeah, go chase it, go create it, bring it to life.
And then once you do that, create another goal for yourself.
There you go. Don't stop from there.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Do you have children?
I don't. I got
You
a
don't.
dog, man.
Okay.
I got a dog. That's the closest thing to it right now. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the
Yeah.
closest thing to it right now. That dude's a big old baby.
What kind of dog you got?
It's a Doberman.
Oh
Okay.
man,
That's tight.
Dobermans.
That's a man's dog right
And
there.
for
Yeah.
for the people
Like,
for
that's
the
a man's
people
dog.
who own Dobermans or have experienced Dobermans, you know exactly
That
what
and
I'm talking about.
Rottweilers.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Stray babies
Yeah.
always need to be cared
To
for.
you, but other motherfuckers, or they on
Oh,
point.
for sure.
They on
Bro,
guard.
there's I don't know how
Them
many
dogs,
times.
they looking at you to.
Yeah. I don't know how many times that I walked my dog, because I walk him with no leash. Like he's
Because
good.
they're real, you know what I
yeah.
mean? They're real
They're real
confrontational with the intelligence, and they know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They look at you like, huh?
Yeah,
What you want me to do?
right. You tell me what to
Yeah.
do. So
Real shit.
I walk them. There could be another person at the end of the street already crossing the street just because they see him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, man, little do you know, this dude's fucking more scared than you. You know, he's not even minding. He's minding his own business. He's over here trying to find his spots. You know, trying to sniff or whatever.
He doing his thing.
He's doing his thing. He's in his own little world.
Mhm.
But, you know, I mean, I feel like that's a good thing too, though. You know, people don't have that confidence to come up to you.
Yeah.
And then that's another thing too, like from the outside looking in. Don't always like look. The moment my son knew I was interviewing a professional boxer, he was like, "Can I meet him?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course you
He a
can." meet him."
fan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, my son, because I showed him the clips and stuff too, and he was like, "Oh yeah, he really know what he's doing, Dad." And I'm like, yeah, he a boxer, you know what I mean? He really in the ring doing his thing. He has a purpose to fight, and that was before I met you.
Right.
It was crazy that you said that. And my son got his picture, of course, yeah. And
Yeah,
he
shout
happy.
out to Little Man, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
my
out to
little
Little
man, my
Man.
little dude.
Little nephew.
Yes, sir. He was excited to meet you, dog, and I'm happy I could. It's little things like that we love to do for our young lives and our kids, even if they're not our kids, they're our cousins, our nephews, and stuff like that, because we're opening up a whole new world for them that
Right.
we didn't necessarily have growing up.
Yeah.
So for us to be able to do that, it's a blessing, bro.
Right.
It's a blessing. So we got to look at it as you can't always see the negative for the negative. You got to sometimes turn that negative into a positive and see how it work out for you.
Factual.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Respect to you again, brother. Hats off to you and all that. And I'm glad we got you on here because this was a most definitely exciting, different episode, bro, that people were not expecting.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know what the Bruddah podcast gonna bring you.
Right. Right. And we got a lot more coming y'all way.
We got 5 more episodes.
5 more episodes.
5
No,
more
about 6
episodes.
more episodes.
Well,
Actually, this is 24.
yeah, if you want to disinclude the 2 we already have, so we have exactly 4 more spots. With that being said, as of today, 4 more spots to be filled. So if you want to be on the Brothers Podcast, by all means, hit us up. Our boys, Peoples did, and he's here.
He's here.
It's straight like that. It's really that simple. It's really that easy. we gonna do our research and we gonna do our thing. And like I said, if we feel it's accordingly, we would love to have you on the Bruddaz podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Straight like that, the love's heavyweight.
Never like.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, so we're getting close to the end here, but I got another question for you.
Hit it.
Yeah, so fan base, like, has anybody ever recognized you? I'm like, that's Kevin.
Yeah, my city for sure.
Your city?
My city for sure. Yeah.
Every
them
time
out.
you walk
Shout them
around, like give us a time when like you were out and like were you at a Walmart? Were you like where were you at? And how
I
did
was
it?
actually at this restaurant, Sassy Bird. It's a Nashville hot chicken spot.
Sassy Bird.
Sassy
Where?
Bird. Out in Lancaster.
Lancaster.
specifically,
That's what I say, his city.
Check it out.
Shout out to his city, man.
Shout out Palmdale, Lancaster, the whole AV.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Straight like that.
And then what happened?
They were like, "Oh man, like, aren't you Kevin, the boxer? Aren't you that boxer?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah." I had the hoodie on. It was cold. I had the hoodie on. I had my glasses on. You know, they didn't really
Real
recognize
low
me.
key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real low key. But
Do you try to do that when you go out?
nah, man, because I don't think I'm a big person like that. And even if I did, I wouldn't carry myself like that.
Yeah.
You know?
There's been times we've had unexpected people like, hey, I know y'all the two
Yeah,
rappers.
that's cool.
Jenny and that happened to Jenny and I at the mall.
And we looked at each
In
other.
Glendale.
Remember when that happened to us at the clinic spot?
Mm-hmm.
And at the
Yeah.
time we were kind of fresh with it, so we didn't know how to react to it.
Oh, okay.
We
Okay.
was
Yeah.
like, is it on some street shit or is this like some real fan
Right.
shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was kind of hard to balance it out. You know what I mean? And then now that we're like so really deep in the game, it's just, like I said, it's genuine love. So that's
It's
why
all
we
love.
always throw that little gesture out there, man. And just to let the people know, like, we ain't on that type of time no more. We grown ass man. Now,
Right.
if you come at us accordingly, we gonna treat you the same way. But
Yeah.
you know, that's different.
Yeah.
as anybody would, you know.
Yeah, so you were at the restaurant and they came up to you, they took pictures, and did it start like, people were grabbing attention, like, oh, what are they doing? Who's this guy?
Right.
it
I
does.
got.
Instantly,
I
the
ended up. Yeah. I
gravitational
ended up getting a picture with the whole staff there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So we got
Shut down the restaurant.
That's why I brought that story up, because then everybody in the clinic was like, well, who are you two? You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So it's
right.
like it goes from one person of acknowledgement to let the whole people know that's in that certain area that were blessed at that time, you know? So
Yeah, so
that's
I got
that's
a picture
cool
with the
thing.
whole staff there. They're real cool people, man. Shout out Sassy Bird. They're real cool people. The food there is good too. So whoever's in the area,
Hey,
sure, check it
recommendation.
Man,
yeah,
recognition in public from doing something that you love to do, major respect. When you get recognized out in public, there's a ripple effect. Like a raindrop, like a drop of water in the bloop, bloop. One person sees someone taking a picture with you and they go, who's that guy? And they pretend like they know you. Oh, he's a boxer. They hear it.
Instant.
Oh, he's a boxer. Oh, he's a boxer.
right.
Some people feed off the fact that of the title, and some people are really in recognition of you. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, that's where, like, for example, I could imagine it's different for you because you're in a whole different world. You know what I mean? It's not about us, it's about you.
Right.
Your world is different compared to ours. You know what I mean? So it's like, at the end of the day, when you do get that, what's that genuine vibe? Does that make you even want to vibe and brush more off of it? Or how do you really take that effect on you?
I'm real open to it, man. I feel like it's more, once you receive love, you gotta. It tends to kind of bring it out more,
To your community at that.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, bring it out to them. Even produce more. Try to create more good for the city, for the community.
Your own content and push it.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Keeping it going.
Hell yeah. Okay, so before we close this out, man, let everybody know where they could find you. How to get in touch with you or whatever. Whatever you got.
Social media, man. Social media is the new wave, the new age.
It's the new game tag card.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So you can find me. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at real Kevin Anton.
There you go. And I'll put that down there in the description as well, so you guys can go ahead and grab that.
And if you guys want a fade from this man, like a barber fade,
Yeah.
hit him up at
You can find me at G's Barbershop out in Lancaster, California.
Yeah, don't really catch a fade
Don't
with
be
this
scared
dude.
to get a fade
okay.
from this man. He'll get you clean. He'll get you right.
I'll give you 2 fades, man. Which fade you want?
Which one you want? Hey, pick wisely, motherfuckers. Pick wisely. It's all for fun. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So before we end this out, is there anything, like any questions that you have for us? We're really excited to have you on here. We appreciate you for being here.
Right.
If you have anything to ask us, you can do that individually or as a team, whatever you got.
As a team, as the whole Bruddaz podcast,
Mm.
what are 3 goals that you guys have set for yourselves this year?
Well,
What
I'll
do
start
we
the
have?
First one.
Yep.
The first one we trying to get like how we starting off the crowd behind us. We're trying to get it as a live thing.
As a live audience.
That's bad.
one.
I like that.
Yeah.
Seven.
Yeah.
Hit him with 2.
Yeah, that's cool. Definitely growing a lot bigger. Maybe possibly getting a team and doing more outdoor, have cameramen follow us and stuff like that. Really get out of the studio, you know, is where I really want to
Hands
try
on
to
the
get
wheel.
us. So I try to build the team, you know, like team's really important. We spoke
Yeah.
about having a team, you know, a team to really help us build, grow, and get us recognition from the work that we do. That's one of the things that I'm trying to get us to.
Okay.
So
And then third, lastly, we really don't want no slackers on the team. I mean, you're either a doer or you're not.
yeah,
We don't want no half in, half out type shit. You're either gonna be
All
all
in.
in with us, or just don't bother us. Bro,
Yeah,
'cause
no
we really
half-ass.
ain't trying to waste your time neither, so don't waste ours. Respectfully.
facts.
And that's it.
Yeah.
A strong, solid team.
Yeah, you got to, man, because you know if you have people on your team who lack, then you're gonna start lacking, and people are gonna start
Definitely.
seeing that you're a freaking car with like couple flat tires. You're kind of like that,
You
you,
just
know.
keep
You just keep
replacing
rolling.
Used tires.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
yeah, right.
You don't want to stay in that district.
Yeah,
forever.
yeah. Well, damn, Kevin, we really appreciate having you on here, man. It was really cool having to speak to a boxer. You know what I mean? Never really sat down next to a boxer nor spoke to a professional boxer.
This close.
You know, this close. You know, so
We in hugging distance.
yeah. No, but I mean, for me, I've met wrestlers. I've never met a boxer. Like I've met people from the WWF when it was called
Yeah, it's
WWF.
different.
Oh, bad, nice.
Yeah, I met John
I used
Cena.
to
A whole
love
bunch of
WWE.
yeah, but I mean, you know, that's a whole nother topic
Eddie
because
Guerrero, R.I.P. That
Wrestling
was
is
my
scripted.
favorite.
RP.
wrestling is scripted. They're really friends.
Right.
You know,
Right.
compared
Whole
to
storyline.
whole storyline.
Rey
But
Mysterio.
yeah, man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure you guys hit the description down below where you can find all the links. And make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification bell so when we upload, you don't miss an episode. We got a couple more episodes left before we out of here for possibly another season in the next 3 months after. So, but we really want to thank Kevin for joining us today.
Yes, sir.
This is a really dope experience, man. So thank you so much. And hopefully, you know, we'll fight you in the ring one day.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm kidding. Nah. You won't find me in the ring with this dude. All right, brother. Well, you know what it is. I'm Savvy Six. This is Kevin Anton.
And I'm your boy, Young Sad.
Young Sad. And we are the Brothers Podcast. The love is heavyweight.
Never
light. Peace out.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Brothers Podcast. I forgot to do it. Oh, yeah.
It's the Bruddaz Podcast.